Hello and welcome to week. It's 13. Unlucky number 13
Oh,
of Trump stock, and it is kind of unlucky because I'm not feeling fantastic. But I'm going to try and energy up for this fucking absolute peachy movie we've got going. I'm Sharky. He's dynamic,
it's happening.
slow as ever,
Slow as
and
ever, hey?
you've never once done it without a pause. I go, that's dynamic, and you go,
Yeah, wait
what's
the
happening?
appropriate amount of time. No, that's horseshit.
No, it's not horseshit. You're supposed to jump right in. You're supposed to
You
be
must have ping
enthusiastic.
issues then, because I, I
Aye.
I do jump in as
I
soon
think
as.
the ping issue is between your ears.
Whatever.
And we won't be doing Crocodile Dundee this week because Dynamic doesn't want to watch it, even though I have 6 full pages of notes.
That's psychotic.
It's not psychotic. I
It
think
fucking
Crocodile
is, man.
Dundee, secretly, like on the quiet that nobody's noticed, might be a perfect movie.
Hmm. Okay, whatever you say.
I'm 100% serious. There's not a single wasted scene, not a single wasted line. There's not an extra bit of fat on that entire goddamn movie. Like, I'm not saying the story's faultless or the acting's perfect, although Paul Hogan, a way, way better actor than I think he was given credit for.
All right, might do
Well,
that next week or in a couple weeks' time.
there's a moment when he comes to New York, and he's trying to portray bravado, and he knows what's going on, but he's also confused and he doesn't know what's happening. He's trying to hide it, and you really get the sense of it from this quite quiet performance just in a couple of scenes. It's kind of fantastic.
You really like Crocodile Dundee, don't you?
It's really, really good. I'm serious. I think it might be a perfect movie. But you know how there's like certain movies that are technically perfect. Tremors is one. The first Tremors, technically perfect movie. There's not a visual gag, not a line wasted. Like, it's goddamn faultless from a sort of screenplay and direction and visual framing point of view.
Sure.
Ghostbusters, I would say, is so close to being there, but because they're trying so hard to make it a comedy, there's a lot of sort of off the cuff kind of ad lib stuff that is good and it's funny and it works, but it doesn't actually add to the movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's great. I love seeing Bill Murray as Peter Venkman being fucking a sarcastic dickhead, personal hero. But some of his lines aren't like calling back to other stuff in the movie or setting up stuff later on. Whereas if you look at Tremors, the very first scene of that movie, like the fucking snap intro, is Val waking up Errol, who's in his sleeping bag in the back of the pickup truck. He wakes him up by shaking the pickup truck, and he wriggles off the end of the pickup truck and falls to the ground. And it's the exact same image as the tremors at the end when they put him out the cliff.
Okay.
Earl in the sleeping bag is fucking identical. Like, it works. And it's the first scene of the movie, or the first sort of moment of the movie, and the last moment of the movie.
Well, like mirror each other.
Yeah. And the whole movie's like that.
Okay.
Technically, Tremors is perfect.
Yeah, like
Ghostbusters
you're
is
saying
close.
perfect. Are you calling Crocodile Dundee perfect just from a screenplay point of view?
I think the acting's really good as well.
Yeah, but
The
say
mu-
the acting really is really good is different from it being like perfect.
Sure. Screenplay wise, it's perfect. I think setting wise, it's fantastic. Outback New York, superb juxtaposition.
Mm-hmm.
I think cast wise, it's fucking great. Some of the people in New York are a bit ropey. They're very much off Broad Street, Broadway players. You know what I mean? Like, some of
Mm-hmm.
the fucking backdrop characters aren't great, but main cast, like, really good. Paul Hogan, Sue, Richard, like, they're all fucking excellent. Music is spectacular. Now, I rewatched Crocodile Dundee to do notes, and I was trying to pay attention to things like score. The score in Crocodile Dundee is one of the best scores I've ever come across.
Why though?
The music is excellent. The music is super distinctive as well. Like the sort of orchestral with hints of Aboriginal rhythms and stuff and Australian flavour. But there's like an orchestral sort of motif that goes throughout the whole music, and it comes and goes in line with what you're seeing on screen, and it switches out brilliantly. Like it calms down, and then there's a sinister twist on a sort of slightly scary scene or a slightly more realistic thing, and then it will come back down again and meld in. I'm telling you, it's fucking spectacular.
Okay, I will watch it. I will. I haven't
There
seen
are
it in
no
years. I don't think I've
there are
seen it
no
since I was
special
a
effects to
kid.
go wrong.
Mm.
Like nothing looks ropey because there's nothing to look ropey on. It's gorgeous scenery in New York. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't really fuck that up.
You can't fuck that up. And there's no CG to look dated.
Mm. That helps.
It really helps. It's beautifully shot. Like the guy who is doing the lighting is spectacular. I can't rave about this enough, and I would like us to start going through my 5 pages once you've watched this goddamn movie. But we're not doing that this week.
No.
I realise we've had a rant, but we're not doing it this week. We'll do
That's
that
a
next
teaser.
week. It's a teaser. We're doing Underworld Evolution. Genuinely quite a bad movie. I don't mind it, but it's
I
not good.
thought it was alright. I
It's
didn't
not
like
good,
it as
mate.
much as the first one.
No, and the first one's not
Honestly,
great.
the first one's not great, but my favourite thing that I realised about the first one after we spoke about it was ragging on Craven. And I was looking forward to having another episode of ragging on Craven, hoping he gets stabbed, who knows, in the other leg.
Yeah, but he dies straight away.
Yeah, he dies immediately. And honestly, I was really disappointed when he died almost instantly. Because he tried to like weasel his way out of it, but he got his head popped.
It is weak sauce.
Yeah.
I'm glad they brought the. Okay, so before we go into it, because we'll have a little rant, I'll have a little rant on this. On Underworld Evolution, I have 1, because I rewatched it again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, shit,
Are you
8
gonna say
and a half
pages?
pages of notes.
Fucking hell, dude. Jesus Christ.
Taking this shit seriously.
You are. But at what point is it too far? It's Underworld Evolution.
I
I'm
don't
going
think
to be
it's too
honest, I
far.
didn't even know that was the title of the movie till you just said.
I don't think it's too far because the first note I've seen is Michael's still a pussy.
Oh no,
It's
wait,
just
we're
the
gonna get
greatest.
no, we're gonna get onto Michael. He pissed me off so much in
He's
this movie.
terrible. Right,
He's
but
ugh.
dynamic. What was this movie about?
Well, it picks up straight after Underworld 1.
Immediately after.
Yep.
Literally, they're on the exit of the thing.
Mhm.
Like they're
And
driving away from that sewer, werewolf sewer, whatever it is.
yes. Yeah. And then it's Michael and Celine are on the run to a safe house. And then they're just on the run for a bit. Not Michael, what's his name? Marcus,
Mm-hmm.
the big bad vampire, who's the original vampire.
Yep. Marcus
He's
Corvinus.
yes, he's hunting them down. You find out later it's for the key that Michael now has that he got off of Lucian to open up because that's a key to his brother's tomb. And he needs to find another key, which his father, Alexander Corvinus, who is honestly really disappointing.
Yeah, such a limp dick of limp dick of the oldest immortal ever.
Yeah, and he has like a
He's
big like sick like not airship. What's the
ship
battleship
ship.
thing? Yeah. Uh, No, I was thinking of aircraft carrier.
Uh huh.
Anyway, but he's got like SES guys doing a bunch of stuff, blowing shit up,
Uh huh.
and it's all just a bit of a letdown. But yeah,
Yes.
Michael wants to get his twin brother. Oh, what's his twin brother called? William,
William,
out of his
old
prison.
Willy werewolf.
Yes, that Victor put him in. Also, it doesn't make an awful lot of sense. So Marcus is like the first vampire,
Yes.
and then he bites Victor, who's on
Yes.
his deathbed, to give him immortality. And also, Victor's like the ruler of like some land or something. He's a
Yes.
king or a baron or something.
Well,
Eh,
warlord. You know.
well, yeah, but he immediately starts bossing about. Maybe not immediately, but he starts bossing about Michael somehow. Like in the flashbacks, he's bossing him about. It's like, bro, shouldn't you be like fighting him? You're like the original strongest vampire here. Why are you taking shit from Bill Nye?
Well, here's the thing, right? I know what you're saying, and I kind of agree with you, but for a couple of points.
Mhm.
One, vampirism is all that Marcus has. That's it.
Mm.
He doesn't bring an army, he doesn't bring wealth, he doesn't bring lands, he doesn't bring castles. He just brings vampirism. The
Okay.
only reason that Victor keeps him around at all is because of the quite clever lie that if Marcus is killed, all vampires will die as well.
Okay.
So the only reason that Victor keeps him alive is because to kill him, he might give up his own immortality, which
Yeah,
Victor very much
wrist.
wants.
Yeah. Okay.
So the reason that Victor's bossing him about is he's provided a service to Victor, if you like, vampirism and the continual service of continuing to exist. And in return, Victor is letting him live in his castle and help with his army and go and control his brother and this and that. But
Hmm.
all the army's following Victor. They ain't following him.
That's true. That's fair. That's a fair point because he does say that like he gives Victor immortality as well as his armies and stuff. So yeah, no, that's fair.
And I'm not sure what the timeline is, because this will come into my rant. But he
Mhm.
legitimately might be younger than Victor.
Oh yeah, he totally could be actually.
So he could have been a vampire for a
Like a
couple of
year.
months
Yeah.
before he turned Victor.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. I didn't
It's
think
not
about
clear
that.
in the story, but William cannot have been stampeding around the country that long, turning everyone into werewolves. Otherwise, it'd all just be werewolves.
Mhm.
Like the fact that nobody knows about the werewolves before Marcus turns up tells you it's not happened that much yet. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Also,
Small point.
William's a bit of a letdown.
A terrible letdown.
It sucks. He's just
Yeah,
like a regular werewolf.
yeah. He doesn't even seem particularly. Anyway, keep going. This is the first 10 seconds of the movie.
What bit was that?
You're capturing William, and Victor's giving Marcus shit.
Yeah. Well, no, I was kind of done summing it up to be honest.
Oh wow.
Cause aye, that's the whole plot. He's trying to get the keys to go free his brother, his
Yeah, I
twin
mean,
brother.
I guess that is the plot. There's not a lot to it. I'll run through it in more detail, but also quickly. So it starts
Aye.
off where 800 years ago, um, William and Victor, sorry, Marcus and William have recently, or within not long, been turned into respectively a vampire and a werewolf. The werewolf is out of control. He can't turn back into a human, so he's just out rampaging, turning people, and he seems to be incredibly infectious. Anybody that he bites immediately
Oh,
turns
in
into a
like
werewolf,
2 minutes.
and they can't turn back. It's only
Yeah.
with several generations of werewolf breeding that they managed to get to Lucian, who is the first werewolf who can switch. You don't find that in this movie. That's the next movie.
Ah.
However, um, William's a problem. So Marcus goes to Victor, says, "I can give you immortality if you'll help me capture William." They do that. They turn Victor's army to vampires. The vampires fight the werewolves. They capture William, but they keep William alive, and I'm not 100% sure why. I'll come back to that. No, no,
Yeah. No,
I'll
I don't
come
know.
back to that, right? They keep William alive. I'm not sure why, but they do. So Marcus and Victor and Amelia, who presumably is either Victor's wife or second in command, not explained.
Mhm.
They are now the elders of the vampires. At some point, fairly shortly, he's going to turn Celine. And then 800 years later, we're in the future. Victor's dead. Celine's on the run with Michael. Marcus has been awoken, but he's now a hybrid as well. He's half vampire, half
Because he
werewolf.
drank the guy's blood, the werewolf
Yes.
guy.
And
Yeah.
from that guy's blood, he saw a couple of things that makes him think that there's something fucky going on. So when Craven turns back up, he drinks Craven's blood. It also, Michael is sort of 60% werewolf, 40% vampire, whereas Marcus is like 70% vampire and very little werewolf.
Mhm.
There's very little werewolf in there. It's mainly vampire. He can
Yeah,
fly
no,
with
I
weird
didn't even.
fleshy wings now.
Well, that's the thing. Are the wings part of the werewolf?
The wings are new. The wings are part of the hybridization.
All right, okay. That
The
seems
wings are
so
new.
odd, though.
It does. It seems very odd, but it just is. Whatever. Fucking moving on.
Mhm.
So Marcus has now got the information about William's tomb from Craven. The fact there's something fucky going on with Craven from the werewolf. He now knows that Celine has something to do with this whole mess, so he goes looking for her. Celine is actually wanting to talk to him because he's the last elder, so he's the last one that can get them out of trouble with the vampire nation as a whole. So
Mhm.
they kind of want to talk to each other, but right, there's some fucking around. Michael doesn't want to drink blood. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, well, can we
In the
come back
forest,
to that when we do his card?
sure. There's
Just
a
all the
meeting in
dumb
the
shit he does.
forest where the three of them meet up, and they sort of work out between each other. Where Marcus wants to drink her blood to get sort of repressed memories that she doesn't know that she has. And
Yeah, about our father building the tomb or whatever.
yeah, and at this point he can't help her out with the vampire nation because he's just went fucking rogue and killed half them already. So
Mhm.
they all start running. They're running from Marcus. Marcus is running after them. They're trying to find out what the fuck is going on to stop Marcus before he gets there, and Marcus is just pursuing them. Marcus's dad turns up. He was the original immortal. He had three sons, a human, a vampire, and a werewolf. The human was Michael's ancestor. The vampire is Marcus. The werewolf is William.
Mhm.
He has apparently been cleaning up the werewolf and vampire sort of messes for the last 800 years, which I don't believe. But anyway, we'll get to that. I do not believe that, but we'll get to it.
Wait, how is he even alive for 800 years?
Because he's
Is he
still
just
immortal.
an immortal?
Human immortal, yeah.
Alright,
He's
okay.
not bitten by anything apart from possibly another dude.
Hmm.
Anyway, Marcus finds out he's alive. Everyone finds out that he's alive at the same time as he finds out about all of them. They all come together on his boat at roughly the same time. The two keys end up going away with Marcus. Michael ends up dead. Celine ends up bitten. So and the Corvinus ends up also dying. But he wasn't going to die. Like he could have just like patched himself up and been fine. We'll
Yeah.
be clear about that. It was not necessary for him to die at all. But anyway, he says to Celine, "You can't beat him on your own. Drink my blood. What'll I become? Something new."
The
Which is
future.
exactly same as what she is, except she can also go in sunlight. Like she gets no
Yeah,
other
that's the
changes to her
only
appearance
buff she
at all.
gets.
She doesn't seem any stronger or smarter or faster or anything. She just gets walking in sunlight now, which is a pretty good buff to have.
Mhm.
Anyway, for some reason, they take Michael's body with them when Corvinus blows up his own ship and destroys all his stuff for no fucking reason. They take his body, they take Corvinus's SAS guys, and Celine, they head out to this thing in the mountain, this castle in the mountains, where her father built a tomb for William. Marcus is already there. He releases William. They all start fighting together. Michael wakes back up, alive again, some fucking how. He jumps down, rips William's head off. Celine throws Marcus into the helicopter's blades. The sun comes up, Celine's alive, end of the movie.
Yeah.
Have I missed anything major?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
Celine and Michael have sex at one point.
Oh yeah. That happens.
That's it.
I'm still not buying that that she even likes him.
No. No, not at all.
I think it's probably more of a stress bang.
Possibly a good old stress relieving bang, but
Mhm.
not convincing either way.
Nah. They barely talk.
Yeah,
Like,
they do, and the bits
it's
they do
really
talk about
weird.
are bad. Like the dialogue in this is terrible.
Yeah.
The acting is not great.
No, it's not.
It does not look cool. It looks significantly less cool than the last movie. The
It
last
looks
movie did
worse.
the clever thing of like not showing too much.
Mhm.
Like you just got to imagine. It's the same with John Wick. John Wick, you saw a suitcase in a basement with some guns in it, and then tons of dudes died. And then it went to John Wick 2, and they started explaining coins and the fucking bounties and all that shit. And it was just like, no, fuck no. This is too. You've uncooled this with too much explanation. And this movie does the same goddamn thing. It explains too much, and every time they explain something, you just think you've made that significantly less cool.
Did they just get worse from here on out?
I couldn't watch the next one.
You couldn't.
I've seen it before. I've seen it several years ago, and I tried to watch it again because I thought it was on a bit of a roll. And I got
Mhm.
5 minutes into, I think it's Lycan Wars,
Yeah.
and it was so bad that I couldn't watch anymore.
God damn.
So, I mean, I will watch it because
It's not a
I'm
rave
a fucking
review.
trooper. But I don't expect 4 or 5. There's 5 of these fuckers to
There's
be.
6, I think, isn't there?
Oh, no, I think there's only 5.
Alright, okay.
I could be wrong. But I don't expect them to get any better.
Mm,
I can't see how they can.
nah. Nah, this one was definitely really. It was not as good as the first one. The first one wasn't great, but it was at least, I don't know, like, fun.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Now, can I start going through these notes?
Right, okay.
Okay, this is Sarky's rant. I just want, and this is not part of the rant. I just want to point out. It says on the title screen, like the scroll, 8 centuries ago. Right? I need that
Yeah.
to be clear because the timeline that this movie sets up, I don't think works. And I could be wrong. Anyone can be wrong at any point. But I really thought about this and tried to figure it out.
Alright.
And I think this timeline sucks ass.
Okay. Hit me
Okay.
with it.
No, we'll get to it.
Alright,
That's
okay.
not page 1 of the notes. 8 centuries ago, Marcus Petronia Amelia. So the lie is quite good, but it's also stupid because Victor must be able to see fairly shortly. Like if he bites someone and then they bite someone and then he kills the first dude, that the guy he bit doesn't die. Like it feels like this lie that Marcus has got protecting him is really easily proven not to be true.
Oh, is that what the lie is?
The lie is that if Marcus dies, all the vampires die with him. Everyone in his line dies with him, which is
Okay.
obviously not true. But it's super easily disproved because Victor bites a dude, that dude bites another dude, then Victor kills the dude that he bit, and if the dude below it doesn't die, the next one in the line, if he doesn't die, then none of this is true, and you're free to off Marcus.
No, but I wonder if there's some element to the lie where it's like it's only applicable to him because he's the first vampire. He's like the head of the
Possible,
line.
entirely possible. It felt
No, it's dumb.
dumb, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Victor
not defending that fact.
Victor
But
is a massive cock to Marcus. He is holding his brother William over Marcus's head for hundreds of years. So I cannot imagine that under any circumstances Victor would be happy to be asleep for 100 years while Marcus was ruling.
oh, that's true.
Like there is no
That's true.
scenario that Marcus is in charge for 100 years and doesn't go,
kill.
I think I'm just going to go and find my fucking brother, and I'm definitely not waking Victor up. I'm just going to set that prick on fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Leave him out in the sun.
there is no way that he is. Yeah, just leave him out in the sun. There is no way that he is fucking waking Victor up, or that Victor would go to sleep knowing Marcus is in charge. Amelia, fine. Marcus, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
Who is hunting for Victor's killer? Because nobody knows that they killed him. Everybody else in that sewer seems to be dead. Like, all the vampires are dead.
No, Craven
He
knows.
wasn't. Victor got killed.
No,
He
but in
left.
this movie, you see it. It's at the start of this movie, after, what's his name? Marcus
Fine,
drinks
who's
his
believing
blood.
Craven?
No, it's when he drinks his blood. He sees the memory of Craven look around the corner as Celine chopped his head off.
Right, fair enough, fair enough. Craven cops it immediately. Slightly annoying.
Yeah.
Has Corvinus really been covering up for the vampires and lichens for 800 years, and no vampires or lichens have noticed? This movie seems to suggest that every time the vampires or lichens have like a public set to, like in the subway at the start of the first movie, that has SAS teams go and clean the whole place up and fucking Men in Black the memories of all the people who were there. And I don't believe it. You're telling me that none of the vampires and lichens for 800 years have goddamn noticed this?
That's a good point.
Victor's key hiding spot is dope, but I would have considered a reinforced skull if I could be implanting metal in my body and have it healed over. I'm just saying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Michael's still a pussy. Where is this movie set? And by sort of contention, where is the first movie set? Because I went back and checked the first movie, right? Because I was so confused with this movie. So the first movie, if you look really, really hard, a lot of the background sort of signs and stuff are in Czech, I guess.
Right.
Like the Cyrillic language, or maybe not Cyrillic, but a non English alphabet. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Backwards B's and shit. You know what I'm
saying?
But every single sign that's ever focused on is in English. And so, like, when you lower platform is in English in the subway. Like, they put a big green box in that says lower platform that you would never do in a Czech. They don't know what the fuck that means. Like, all the fire exits are in English. All the advertisements are in English. All the sort of background set pieces that the productions craft clearly put on these streets are in English. The uniforms for the policemen definitely seem to be American of some sort. If not NYPD, perhaps Chicago uniforms, but American based. I checked the Czechoslovakian and Eastern European police uniforms for when the first movie came out, and they don't look anything like it.
Yep.
So I submit that first movie is set in America. However, this movie seems to be set in either Russia or France, or it's set in both, and they're equally easily drivable to in a short order. Also, I have no idea how long this movie takes. We see at least one day sequence, possibly two, but it's no more than 3 days, I don't think.
No, I think it's a night, and then a day, and then a night.
Maybe.
I don't
just be the
think
two.
the other. Yeah, I think it is.
A lot of shit happens in that time. Like, we travel a great deal of distance, and we do a lot of shit.
Well,
like,
this is the thing, because there's a line. There's a line earlier on when Celine says something, oh, we need to head back to the mansion. It's like an hour away. Because they're like, yeah, daylight, it'll be dawn in like an hour. That's plenty of time to get back to the mansion.
Yeah. Are they wanted by the police?
Wait, what was that?
They're when Michael goes to get food, we're now in Russia because these are very Russian uniforms we're wearing, including furry hats and AK-47s. Somehow we're in Russia.
Yeah.
How is Michael and Celine wanted by the police?
Was it Celine as well? I thought it was just Michael's face popped up on the news.
Either one.
But I don't know, it could have something to do with him going missing or something. I don't
But
know.
they immediately go for the guns. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they
not clear
do.
what is
They
said,
actually
but
do.
it's like he's wanted like a dangerous criminal.
Yeah, I don't get it.
No, because he
But they
shouldn't be
do
wanted.
immediately
Nobody
pull
should
out
know
an
about this.
AK on him.
They were werewolves pretending to be cops in the first movie. They weren't actually cops that he escaped from.
Yeah.
So
No,
nobody
I don't get
knows,
it.
no cop knows about any of this shit, especially if Corvinus has been clearing this shit up for 800 years. None of them
Mm.
know anything, so I don't know why Michael's wanted and why they immediately try and shoot him. Michael fucking
Mm.
sucks. Celine speed jumps once in this movie. She does it in the forest, and she zips from
Yeah.
one side of the screen to another. Never does it again.
Yeah, I know.
It's like fucking Jedi stuff for Phantom Menace. We only do that speed running once.
Yeah. Even later on in the movie when she's running upstairs or whatever. Why can't she just
Remember?
jump?
Yep. Remember when Michael could move so fast he teleported? Well, now a lot
Yeah.
of Russian dudes are shooting him because he's going real slow. And it's not like the terrain's any significantly worse. It was a rubble and water-filled sewer the first time, and it's snowy forest this time. But he is getting the shit shot out of him.
But he does suck though, so
How come Michael can only drink blood? He seems to be mostly werewolf, and the werewolves don't seem to have that. At least in the first movie.
yeah, we're
I don't know what the blood
yeah.
thing's doing. Michael looks even shittier when he's transformed.
Yep.
If I had been Marcus, I would have been tempted to let some other animals bite me on spec, just to see what happened. Spider-Man, example. You know, get a spider, see if you get
Get
spider
tiger
powers.
powers.
Something like that.
Nah.
Or, even better, let him bite William. William is an uncontrollable lunatic. See if letting a fucking sloth bite him calms him down a bit. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Letting a... Being bitten by a bat seems pretty good, so make a bat bite him. See if you can take the edge off this werewolfness. You would have ended up with a hybrid immediately rather than 800 years later.
Mm.
The paint throwing scene is so fucking irritating. It's pretty
Mate,
much the
it's
worst way to cover
actually
up.
unreal. It's
For a good
unreal.
minute, Michael is stabbing his hand. There's like a ton of screwdrivers. You could just pop the top off. It'd make throwing the
Ugh.
paint way more efficient. But he's stabbing his hand in paint tin after paint tin and throwing it up into the window. One, that warehouse that you're trying to hide Celine from the sunlight in. First of all,
Has
she's
lots
in a
of
fucking...
windows.
It's not even that. She's already in a metal container. She's fine.
Yeah. Oh no, the paint throwing scene happens when she's still in the car.
Sure. But the container
But
is like 10 feet away. Just throw her in the container.
yeah. No, but see the thing I love the most about it
It's
is
so
that
stupid. There's 1,000
no
tarpaulins lying about the place.
bro,
Put
he
them up
throws a
instead.
tarp over the car and then he
Or
goes
on
on
the
the paint
windows. Or
chucking thing
anything.
and then he throws a tarp over her to shift
It,
her to the container.
it's so
Like
fucking weird. It,
no, I was
it's
screaming at the
so odd.
movie.
And
It's
it
the
goes on for a while. And he never
oh
actually gets all
yeah.
the window because it's still
Yeah,
really visible in that
at the
warehouse.
end, he visibly goes like, "Fuck this,
It's not
we're
even
just
that.
gonna chance it."
You smashed the truck through doors. Like, you're not fixing those doors. You
Yeah,
ran a truck through the warehouse doors. So I don't know how you're planning to get the paint to cover up the giant open fucking doorway.
no,
Just throw a tarp over the bitch.
I think that scene has to be
It's so
properly
stupid.
It has to be properly represented on the card,
I've just
on the
got bang
stats.
with an exclamation mark after that.
You got
I've
what?
just got bang with an exclamation mark after that. Although the sex scene is
Yes. Yeah.
because he is a foot not a physically tenable position.
Oh,
Not unless his dick has like a U bend that goes down and comes up. Is about we need to know. The Russian
oh,
soldiers are having a terrible time of it. They get knocked out about 4 times in a row. That cannot be good for them. Michael knocks some of them out, then Celine knocks them out again, and then the SAS guys knock them out again.
oh
And
yeah,
then
they
they wake
actually
up to
do.
an explosion. Like,
Yeah.
I the roughest fucking evening of all time. they did an awful shit job of exiling William, but this is where the thing comes in. So, Amelia has been awake for the last 100 years. William has
Mm-hmm.
supposedly been exiled for 300 years. Sorry, Tanis. This is not William. This is Tanis. This is the weird electronica punk information vampire
Yes.
with the two bitches and the werewolf guards.
Yes.
He was exiled by Victor 300 years ago, except he fucking wasn't, because Amelia was in charge for the last 100 years. Then Victor was in charge for the 100 years before that. So he could only have been exiled less than 200 years ago, because it's in another 200
Oh
years
wait,
before it's back to Victor.
no, doesn't Celine say it was her that exiled him
Yes,
somehow?
on Victor's orders.
Was it?
Yes, because he was spreading the truth about Victor, and Victor exiled him.
Oh, okay.
She's just the one that took him to the Abbey,
All right. Okay.
but she did it on Victor's orders. So it would either have to be less than 200 years or more than 500 years. But also, this is where the timeline really falls down. And I think they did a massive disservice to themselves by saying 8 centuries ago. What they should have said was like 1500 years ago.
Wait. Can we rewind a sec? 'Cause I seen the first movie.
Yeah.
Amelia's awake, and then it
Yes.
was going to be Marcus.
Yes. Marcus
Oh
is
yeah,
after
no, you're
Amelia.
totally right. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, no, you're right.
Why? What are you thinking?
I thought for a second that it would have been Victor 300 years ago, but no, it wouldn't have been.
No, it would not have been.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I worked this shit out. But here's the
Mhm.
thing. Because you said it's 800 years ago, and that
Yeah.
the elders have been doing this rotation for hundreds of years.
They must have started it like instantly then.
Instantly. And even then, they've only done it a few times. So
Yeah.
I don't believe that Victor, after the first 100 years, is letting Marcus be in. Right, anyway, so if it was Amelia, then Victor, then Marcus, and Amelia, then Victor, then Marcus, and Amelia, then Victor. So 800 years ago, Victor would have been in charge for the first 100 years. But I
Mhm.
do not believe that he would have went to sleep thinking it's fine. In 200 years, in 100 years, Marcus will be awake and he can be in charge for 100 years. I don't believe that 100 years after it, Victor would have done that. And he
Mhm.
turned Celine out of order. He turned her 500 years ago. So if he turned her over 600 years ago, they cannot. Like, none of this system works. The timeline of this movie,
It's not
this
far
movie puts down,
enough.
doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. They should have said 1500 years ago. And you would have
Mhm.
had time for all this shit to settle down.
Yeah.
Also, why did you turn Celine 600 years ago? This seems to suggest that Marcus came to you 800 years ago, turns you into a vampire. You immediately turned your troops into vampires. They immediately went and started hunting down Victor. Well,
Mhm.
because they would have had to, because Lucian is older than Celine. So Lucian would have had to have been like several generations of werewolves down to still be older than Celine 600 years ago. But if you captured William 800 years ago, why did you wait 200 years for Celine's father to make the prison to then kill her family?
Yeah, because that means
Where
William
was
has
William for
been.
200 years?
Yeah.
Why did you wait 200 years to make a prison? Why are you not taking care of this prison? Why did you not, the instant Marcus went to sleep for the first time, why did you not kill William?
William.
Because you would have been at war with the Lycans for several hundred years. So if it was true that the first person that gets the curse, if you kill them, the entire line dies, you know where the first person who killed the curse is. You've already got him locked up. He's useless to you. The werewolves generally are useless to you now and are only a hazard. Why the fuck would Victor not have killed William 600 years ago? Or at
Mm.
any point within the last 600 years?
Yeah, or even just immediately kill him and just
Immediately
lie
kill him.
to
Yeah.
Marcus.
Like, maybe then you wouldn't have done it because Marcus would have. Because maybe you genuinely feared that the rest of the werewolves would die, and Marcus would go, "Oh, those werewolves died. You've killed my brother, you prick." Maybe. But when all the werewolves have turned against you and Marcus is asleep, fucking kill William.
Mm-hmm.
You can always just say you genocided the rest of the werewolves while he was asleep, and William's still fine. He's never going to know.
Yeah.
It's real weird that, one, you kept William for another 600 years. Two, you did not maintain his cellar at all. His cell at all. And three, that you made him a cell that had a skylight. Like, they go through a slidey up door that's locked by 2 keys, but when Marcus walks into William's cell, there's a fucking sunbeam coming down. There's a skylight in that cell.
So actually, I don't remember that.
Go and watch. Have you still got it?
Yeah.
Go and look at the bit where Marcus walks into William's cell for the first time.
Wait, give me a sec.
You bought it on YouTube like me, did you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
You've
You've got that forever now.
Oh, yeah.
I'll edit this shit out of the podcast because I've still got several pages, and the rant needs to happen.
Alright.
Fortunately, there's no fucking characters in this thing, so the cards will be 20 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. Alright, wait. I'm at the bit now. So he's putting the key in. Oh wait, is it before this?
He had a torch that he does not need. One, he can see in the dark. Two, it's not dark.
Holy shit, man. They're on this fucking helicopter for ages. Sorry, give me a sec.
Alright. I'll edit this shit out.
Right,
Don't worry.
he's just opened up the door. He's got his torch, he's walking in.
And there's a fucking skylight.
Aye, there is.
Yes.
The actual fuck, man. That's
I know there is.
that's such a like mate, slap the architect vampire who came up with that.
Yeah, but the human that they already ate.
Oh, I thought his job was just making the
Unclear, possibly. Just the sort of metalsmith for the actual
the coffin
sarcophagus.
thing. Yes.
Possible. Entirely possible. But they're certainly there at the same time everything else is getting built.
That's true. That's true.
But there's a fucking skylight in William's cell. You did not need the keys.
How do you not need the keys?
Because you could have just come down the skylight.
Oh mate.
Like, it's
Jesus
modern
Christ,
day.
man.
Nobody for the last 200 years has needed the keys because angle grinders exist. It's fucking metal. It's not magic. Just cut the frick out of them.
Yeah.
If you
No,
don't,
you're right.
if you don't
I
care
was
about
thinking
them inside, just use a blowtorch and melt the fucker out there.
I was thinking the skylight more from an angle of.
It's big enough
Oh,
to let
no.
a lot of light in. You could have just flown in that fucker.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so dumb.
It's real weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But
Why
also,
you wrecking your own car, Michael?
Oh, what?
He smashes Marcus into his own car for some fucking reason. Why you wrecking your own car, Michael? Werewolves die real fucking easy in this movie.
Yes, they do.
Did everybody know Victor's secret part for Celine?
Yeah, it feels that way, doesn't it?
Yep, we're speaking French at the dock. Where the fuck are we? Michael dies like a bitch again. Corvinus has spent his eternity shittily. Corvinus dies like a bitch.
Yep.
She becomes half vampire and half old dude.
Yeah.
Yes, let's swim through icy water. I'm sure we'll be able to fight after that. I don't know why I think the SAS guys are all human. They don't seem to be vampires or immortals in any way.
Yeah, you get that impression, yeah.
So they're diving into a glacial lake to swim it. Just blow the fucking place up. It does you no benefit. Like, you're covered in explosives.
Yeah, just chuck a few of those little gas bomb things down.
Yeah, it does you no benefit to actually go in the fucker.
Chuck them down the skylight.
They're either both gone, in which case you're fucked. They're still there, in which case entomb them in 400 tons of rock. 400,000 tons of rock. Or they're not there already, in which case just entomb the whole place in rock. And when Marcus turns up, machine gun him from your helicopter. Do not get out the helicopter. Anyway, I'm out. How many days has it been in total for these movies? Is it 3? It feels like 3.
Yes. Yeah, I think from the start of Underworld 1 to now, it is like a max of like 4 or 5 days.
Marcus is trapped by Celine and cannot possibly escape to help his brother. Also, that room still has a skylight and he can fly.
Also, it does take him way too long to realise that the door was caught
Way
on
too
some
long.
rock. Like,
There's a
they have a
super
whole
weird.
fight.
There's a super weird flashback voiceover to justify Michael coming back to life again. Like, they do it for no reason. They don't really do it in the rest of the movie, but they'll sort of flash back and go, no, we don't know what about Michael. He could come back. Maybe he could. You don't know. He might. You don't fucking know. He might. Michael comes back to life. I'm not sure why we backflipped off the bridge, but it looked fucking dope. It put you under William and gave him the high ground, which we both know is to be feared.
Absolutely.
There's another weird Tannis flashback justification. Vampirification also apparently makes you weigh several tons, because otherwise Marcus would just climb the rope. Marcus pulls a helicopter down, but if you pulled really hard on a rope attached to the helicopter, you would just climb that rope.
Yeah.
You can't pull the helicopter down. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't be. It's a cool like image of Marcus pulling this down, but in the actuality, he should just pull himself up the rope a wee bit.
Yeah.
Michael's fighting style is apparently just big slaps.
Oh, well, I think that's kind of all the Lycans. Because,
Well,
like, there's a bit where Michael will slap
the
William and
Lycans
William
at
will
least-
slap him.
Sure, but the Lycans, apart from William, who's useless, the Lycans also go in for the bite.
That's true.
Michael can't even bite. He's just got big slaps.
The
old chopper chop, and William gets a rough deal. He's imprisoned. He's weirdly arrow chain pinned down, then imprisoned, then immediately has his head ripped off. Like, William's had a rough go at it.
He has.
Anyway, that's the end of my notes. I skipped through a lot of them.
Okay.
That's the end of Sarky's rant.
I enjoyed the rant.
It's a bad movie. It makes of all the movies I've ever watched, this one might make the least sense. I don't know why Marcus kills the rest of the vampires.
Yeah, I don't get why he burns the mansion down.
No idea.
She kind of does.
Craven, fine. The people that are with Craven, fine. But there's tons of other vampires that could be useful to you, and they have resources. And you know all this because you drank Craven's blood and you know what they could do for you. But you just kill them all and burn down the mansion. I don't know why.
Not a clue.
It's a bad movie. But there's like 5 characters in it. So this will be pretty quick.
Yeah, there really isn't that many.
No. I would love to do Victor, but he's not in it enough. He gets 2 lines at the start and that's it.
Yeah, some of them.
We can't do Amelia because again she's only had 2 lines at the start. I think she gets 1 word, which is more.
Yeah. Who's Samuel?
Samuel is the SAS guy that talks.
So we probably start from him.
Yeah, we could do Samuel.
Erica? Who's the fuck's?
She's the other female. Oh, she is. She's in flashbacks of when we see Michael change and she flashes up to the ceiling.
Alright, so we probably start from Samuel.
Yeah, we could probably start with Samuel. And then we've got Samuel. We can do William, sure. Craven we can't really do. He's in 2 seconds yet. I'd love to do Craven.
I want you to do Craven, but yeah, he's not.
We can do Tannis. We can do Corvinus, Marcus, Michael, and Celine. That's it. We've got 6.
Yeah, actually, there's really little.
So we've done episode 1 already, so we don't need to do the categories. So the categories for...
Yeah, wait, read them out again, though, so I can note them.
Yeah. The categories for Underworld are style, rage, fighting ability, incomprehensibility of motivation and gullibility. And I'm just putting this out there because I would like us both to remember it for when we eventually do Tremors. I would really like to do Tremors. I think in Tremors we should do deliciousness. How
In what
delicious would that
sense?
person be? Well, people get
Oh,
eaten.
alright, okay. Oh, yeah, I
Uh,
guess. Yeah,
how tasty were they?
yeah.
Kate Beckinsale, all lean meat. I'm sure she's very tasty. I'm sure
Very
Michael would
tasty.
be as well before he turned and looked like bad ham.
Yes.
But
It
as a
looks a bit
human,
off.
yeah. Right, so we'll start with Samuel, who's played by John Mann, who is the human in this. He's the only human I think that speaks. I mean, maybe the Russian guards or something say a word, and you've got the French dock guard, but like he's the
It's the only
human
guy
that
with
speaks
any
English.
actual, like...
He's the only named character that speaks. Let's put it that way,
Mhm.
named human character. So he runs the SAS team for Corvinus.
Yes. Yeah, he's kinda like
And
his right-hand man, you get that impression.
absolutely, and he cleans up the subway mess, and then he goes and investigates the. We get told this. We don't see a lot of this. He does the subway. He does the coven mansion that gets burned down. He's out doing other shit. He comes back once the boat's all fucked up, and then he takes Celine to the end, and he fights with her against William and Marcus.
Mhm.
Do any of the SAS guys survive? I don't think they do.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
it is
No.
just Michael and Celine again, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's left in, like, a 2v2
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. I was just wondering if there was like an SAS guy pot shotting for the side, but there's not.
Mm.
They're all
No, I
werewolves,
think it's
so
yeah, after the helicopter comes down. Yeah, because does he not get his head bitten off by William
he might do. Yeah,
on
William
the
might appear
bridge?
for the dark and oomph.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't he say something really weird? He's like, "What are you
Are
guys
you
looking
okay?
at or something? Are you
No,
okay?"
like someone breaks a thing in the bridge, and he doesn't look in the dark passage where he thinks a werewolf is, and he turns fully around and goes, "Are you all right?" And then gets
Yeah.
his head bitten off. A fucking
Mhm.
tool. So, style. I mean, militaristic. Again, we're in that kind of weird sort of spec ops.
I
It's
mean,
not.
it's okay. It's like
It's
he's
very
done.
rubber gas masks and clocking people.
Yeah,
He's got cool grenades.
yeah,
Ah,
he does. But, something, but not high.
no.
Like
Give him like a fucking
15.
5. Oh, I'll meet you at 10.
Oh,
I was gonna go 5.
all right, okay.
Rage. He's not angry at all in this entire movie.
I
At,
think it's a 0.
at any point, he's very cool and calm and collected.
Mhm.
He seems sad more than anything else.
Yeah, well, he's putting a shift in, isn't he?
Yeah. What is
Hmm?
water? It's pissing somewhere.
Is it raining?
That's you. The water was pouring out. I wondered what the fuck was going on. I thought someone might be. I thought the guy upstairs might have let his shower run or something. You mad whore. That's the podcast ritual of my wife being an irritating fuckhead in the background.
So mean,
0 for
man.
rage. That's what I am. Fighting ability. Now, technically, he beats up Russian guards.
Yeah, no, he gets something here, but
Yes, and
I
he's
think he
shooting
gets
William a bit
heavily. I think he gets heavily penalised though for the
for the head bite, the dopey head bite. Yeah.
yeah, like turning his back to where he
Well,
does think a werewolf is.
well, they easily take out the Russian guards. So shall we give him like the peak of human sort of abilities, which would be, to my estimation, like a 30, and then we
Yeah, yeah,
knock something off for getting a head bite.
yes.
So how much do you want to knock off?
Honestly, like 10.
See, I think that's too harsh.
No, I think, see, when you actually think about it, it's like all
It's
three of them are
stupid.
facing the same direction, and they know they've got two, like, super
I'm not suggesting.
powerful
Can you
folk
meet?
here.
I was only
Hmm?
going to take off 5. Will you meet me in the middle in like 8 or 7 or 8?
All right, 7.
All right, okay. We'll
We'll go
give him
7.
23 then. Incomprehensibility of motivation, 0. He's following the orders of
Yeah,
Corvinus.
he's just doing
They're
his
fucking
job.
stupid orders, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems to be incredibly good at his job because nobody's discovered that he's clearing up all these messes. So I think
Mm-hmm.
technically
That's
it's
true.
0.
True,
Although,
yeah.
do we get something for continuing the mission after Corvinus is dead and presumably no longer paying you?
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, because he's got, like, no skin in this.
He's
He
got
can
no
just
skin in
dip
this.
if he want. Like,
Take the helicopter and sell it.
yeah, take the fucking boat and sell it.
It's blown up.
That's true, actually, yeah. Um, yeah, no, I think he gets something here, actually. It might be quite high.
I don't think it's high. No, I was going to give him
Like,
like 10 or 15 for being a dumbass.
okay, 15 then.
Alright. And gullibility. I mean, again, technically 0, I think. He doesn't fall for anybody's shit. Although,
He
if we're going
falls
to
for
give
the
him
werewolf hiding in the dark.
true. Yeah, no, fair enough. I don't know if that covers gullibility, but we'll force it in there.
Uh,
And another gullibility for thinking that he has any chance to survive in this encounter with super hybrids and shit.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's give him 10 each and call it 20 and just let it go. Not a
Okay.
great card. We're moving up to Tanis, who is the sort of
Oh, wait, no, we're
librarian.
not doing William.
No, I was going to come back to William.
Alright,
Because
okay.
although he doesn't do a lot, weirdly, he's kind of a main character. He's a
Mm,
big part of the story anyway, let's put it that way.
okay.
Even if he's not technically about much, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was going to come to him later.
Cool.
We'll go to Tanis, who is the sort of the next least important. He's the librarian / historian of the vampires. Don't know why they need one, but he has one.
Mm-hmm.
He was exiled between 200 and 500 years ago by Celine on
At
Victor's
some
orders
point.
at some point. And Celine thinks, for some fucking reason, that he's just going to have spent the last 300 years sitting quietly in an abbey and not doing much.
Yeah.
Like in 300, if nobody's checking on me and I'm going to live for 300 years and I'm not going to die, I'm going to escape that place eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get why he couldn't just walk out.
I don't get why William couldn't get out after 600 years. Just claw your fucking. It's probably brass or bronze. It's not high quality steel 600 years ago. Just claw your way out over 600 years. You weren't chained in. There were chains there, but they were not attached to you because you walked right out to your
Yeah, he
brother.
walked.
You're telling me that in 600 years you couldn't scrape your way with your giant werewolf fingernails through some fucking brass?
I think
Anyway,
it is telling you that.
doesn't matter. So he is modern and up to date, and he's now like selling his. He's like a sort of
He's like a
information broker
weapons
between the
dealer as
werewolves
well.
and yeah, he's a kind of black market shithead. Who's
Yeah.
doing quite well for himself. He's banging a couple of hotties who he has turned apparently, and who
Yes.
are willing to kill for him, which is kind of impressive because he is not a
Yeah.
spectacular.
No,
Like,
they're willing to die for him, man.
yeah,
Like,
and they do
aye.
die for him.
Yeah.
He dumps their bodies.
Yeah, he does.
So
Aye.
Celine killed both of them.
Yes. Yeah, she did.
Vampires die like bitches in this movie as well. Style, it's a terrible style. It's like Batman and Robin, neon punk / goth sex / like sleazy dickhead.
Yeah.
But
Nah,
it's
it's just
there.
all a bit minging.
Yeah, it's there, and I feel like it's a 10 or 15.
Give it 10.
Right, but it's there.
It, yeah.
He's living his best life. He's having a lot of sex orgies. He's having a lot of threesomes with hotties and biting bloods, which apparently they like. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But He's enjoying himself, so you gotta give him something. Rage, never angry, often shitting himself.
Yeah, I think it's 0.
There's a I want to give him a little something because there's like a sneer when he thinks he's got the upper hand on Celine that gives me like a sort of slightly sadistic shitheadedness.
I don't mind. All right then. Like what?
I'm not
5?
suggesting. I'm not even suggesting that to be that much. Like a 2 or a 3. Give
Okay,
him a
go with.
3.
All right.
Fighting ability.
Mm,
Technically, there's a fight. No sort of blows are exchanged because he immediately gives up once Michael dominates him.
mm-hmm. Eh,
I think technically it's a 0. He gets
yeah.
immediately dispatched.
Yeah, he does.
Incomprehensibility of motivation. Jai fucking gantic. Why are you still here in this abbey? Why haven't you moved? You can clearly leave. You've clearly got a ton of cash. Is staying in this shitty old abbey really? Why are you staying somewhere where people can come and find you? Like, people like Celine know where you were. Why are you still there 300 years later?
Yeah, if you're staying somewhere where you need to have actual and guard dogs,
Yeah, it's a
like
bad
just
place to
leave.
stay. Go and get a penthouse somewhere. Or maybe a
Yeah.
basement. But somewhere. Move out the fucking country.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you're still here. I don't know why. I don't know why you're working with the werewolves. Particularly. It doesn't seem to your general benefit.
Well, isn't that where he's getting his cash from?
But it feels like if you had 300 years, you shouldn't be needing to earn cash anymore. Like, you should have invested at some point in something. Like, if I'm alive in 300 years' time, I want to be doing fucking nothing because I invested whatever money I made in Apple or the stock market or fucking something.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking something. What are you spending? What do you need money for? You're not paying rent on the Abbey.
He's not paying rent, but I'm guessing he's spending money on
On
I don't know.
what? What can
He's
you
got
go
to
and
make the
steal?
UV bullet somehow.
He's never making the UV fucking bullets.
I thought that's what was implied.
No, I bet you he's selling it to the werewolves, but he's getting it for somewhere else. He ain't making that shit. I know they've got like a couple of vials up and like bubbling chemicals, but he's a vampire. If he's making UV stuff, he's going to definitely have killed himself by then. He is not competent enough to have been safe about it.
All right.
I'm just saying.
No, fair, fair.
Also, we need to go back and do nicknames.
Oh shit! So we do.
Yeah. This is high. I don't know why he's doing anything. Why have you still got all the vampire books? Like, who's coming back to you for this information now? Who gives a shit? You're supposed to be out the loop.
Yeah. Do you want to give him like an 80 or 90?
I feel like this is an 80. It's real weird. I don't know why you're still here. Go and take your supermodel hotties off the fucking. Well, I was going to say Australia, but that's a bit bright. Somewhere else.
Aye.
Scotland. Dark here all the fucking time. Gullibility. Technically 0. He sees through everybody's lies and he knows what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody fools him for even a second.
Yeah, that's true.
So, technically 0. Like, he knew he wasn't going to live as soon as Marcus arrived.
Oh
He knew he
yeah,
was fucked.
yeah. But here's another. Why do vampires? th- They don't need historians either, because can't they just quickly drink each other's blood
Yes.
and get all the history they need?
Yes, the unedited, correct history.
Yeah. And I'm guessing any vampire can do this to any other vampire or any
Uh,
other person.
Apparently so. But here's
Aye.
something that I and also you seem to get because Michael he gets some of Lucian's memories. So
Yeah, he
apparently it
did.
works both ways.
Mhm.
And here's what I would say if I was Tanis.
Mhm.
If I am Tanis, he is biting and being bitten by his two girlfriends. And at no
Mhm.
point, if I am Tanis, am I biting or being bitten by my two girlfriends. Because I do not want to see what I look like when I'm on top of them. You get everything. Presumably, you get your own cum face
Yeah.
from 6 inches away.
Oh, yeah. You would do. And also, in all the flashbacks in this movie, they always put in a few frames of whatever sex scene has just happened.
Absolutely, they do, yeah.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, you'll be seeing that shit.
Yep.
Mm, that's a bit. I don't like that.
Nah, I don't want to know what that looks like.
Nah.
The reason I close my eyes during sex is not because I'm imagining something else, it's because I don't want to catch a glimpse of myself in any mirrors that may be nearby. Anyway, Tanis, nickname.
Tanus.
Taintus. Oh, it's Taintus. That boy is a human taint. And Samuel. Samuel.
Should it just be kept as fucking Samuel? He's just a guy.
Bammy Sammy.
Aye, there we go.
It's not apt or anything, but you know.
It's not, but he's just a regular guy that
Yeah,
doesn't say an awful lot.
and has no personality.
Yeah,
Has no clear personal hopes, dreams, or aspirations.
yeah.
There's not a lot to work with in this movie.
There's not. There's not. I actually look at. I didn't realize it when watching it, but yeah, there is not an awful lot of characters.
There's not a lot of characters, there's not a lot of plot or interestingness or anything. Let's
Mhm.
go up to Corvinus, played by Derek Jacobi. Sir Derek Jacobi. And he is a useless old fart. I don't know what you've done with Eternity, but it seems shit. You're living on a crappy boat. I mean, it's a nice boat, but it's not like a yacht or anything. It's like a
No, but
freighter.
they make it seem like he's gonna. Just from the first like sort of introduction, I was like, "Holy shit, this guy's gonna be."
You're gonna crush a skull or something at some point,
Yeah, he's gonna do
and he
something mad.
does nothing.
Yeah.
Dick all, apart from die like a bitch, refuse to take
Mhm.
responsibility for his children, and fucking just bitch out at the end.
Yeah. No, I thought honestly, I didn't
Yeah,
because
useless fucking play.
his reveal is like he's revealed like halfway through the movie to actually just be the father or whatever.
Yeah,
I was like, the werewolves are really up their game from running
massively.
around the basement to having a battleship, but it's so disappointing.
He's not even the werewolf grandfather. He's just the immortal grandfather. He's still human.
I know. I know. This is before it was revealed who he
Oh,
is.
you thought he was gonna be like Lucian's boss?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not. He's just a
Nice
useless old pleb of
sucks.
a man. God, he's fucking useless. You've not had any other kids in 800 years? Ugh, whatever. Who fucking cares? Corvinus. Corvinus.
Eh.
Or blimey, what a dickhead.
What's his first name? Alexander.
Cornholer.
Alexander likes the core penis.
Alexander Cornholer. Alexander Cornholer. There you go. Makes not a lick of fucking sense, but I'm going for it. He's not fucking worth it thinking anymore of. He's a useless old tool.
Nice sucks.
Fuck this dude. Right, style. He has got style. He's like, he's got a cool office. He's wearing his ring. He's got like a bit of Victor / medieval clothing.
Yeah, his coat's kind of cool.
You know, he has got style. I don't think it's that.
It's not as much as Victor was
Oh,
last
Victor's
movie.
pimping. Like even in armor at the start of this movie, Victor looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Mm, I wouldn't mind like
Yep.
a 40.
Fine, because I could not think of a good number, so I'm just gonna go with your 40.
No, I think the 40 shows it, but it's not insanely high.
No. Rage, he gets mildly annoyed at Celine's insistence that he should fucking man up and kill his shitty kids. But that's it. That's the only time he's angry. And he's not that angry. He's a bit of a wet fart.
It's like 5, 10.
5. Fighting ability, 0. He does not fight. He just lets himself be killed. And do you know something? -10. Because apparently you're the strongest person ever. You could do something, but you
Yeah,
fucking don't. You
because
die like
she
a
says that.
bitch.
She's like, "You're the oldest
Negative
immortal."
100. Fuck this dude. What a pissing waste of your immortality. Incomprehensibility of motivation. I mean,
Is
this
this
might
a
be the
100?
100. This might be the 100. I don't know why you're clearing up after these people, but not stopping them from doing it in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't know why you sat here for 800 years. I don't know why you're in the shadows and nobody knows about you. I don't know why you're trying to get the keys, but you're not doing anything with the keys. Like, I presume in 800 years you could have figured out where fucking William was.
Oh well, is he not wanting the keys just to stop?
Yeah, but you could have went to and just taken William's sarcophagus somewhere.
That's true.
Do you
That
know
is
what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a fucking metal
Yeah, you
box.
didn't even need to kill him. Yeah, you could have just
No,
shifted him.
drop him in the ocean.
Yeah.
Wrap it, put him in a shipping container, fill it full of concrete, and drop it in the fucking ocean. Problem is solved, though. What? Yeah, he's absolutely 100. I don't know why why are you running an SS team? How are you convincing these people to do it? Like, yeah, utterly
You must
incomprehensible.
be paying him a good salary.
They invested well. Gullibility. I mean, is it technically 0? Because he doesn't fall for anything. He kind of knows what's going to happen. He even knows that Marcus is going to kill him.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I think
guess.
technically it's a 0.
I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't be.
Feels like an incredibly complicated suicide. Yeah, I guess it's a 0. Jesus, he's fucking useless. Oh, right. We'll head back to William.
Yes.
William is obviously the original, alpha werewolf, for lack of a better, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can't turn human anymore, or he never could, I don't think. He's just a werewolf all the time. He's incredibly infectious, and he seems pretty tough.
He gets shot quite a lot.
Yeah, but werewolves seemed tougher back then. Like they're ripping apart like vampire soldiers in full armor. The
That's
werewolves in this
true. Yeah.
movie, like Tannis's guard werewolves, die like a bitch. To Michael, he's useless.
I know it's embarrassing when you're dying of
It's
Michael.
fucking embarrassing.
Wait, doesn't William? Yeah, William dies to Michael too.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Do you know? I feel kind of sorry. Do you know? I'm just gonna call him Wolfie. That's his nickname
Ah, okay.
because I just feel sorry for this dude. This seems like a rough go of events. You're born, presumably the fairly blameless life, get bitten by a werewolf, and then you're just psychotic, rampaging, or imprisoned for 800 years.
Mm-hmm.
Alive, imprisoned alive. I'd rather you killed me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, it's
Poor old Wolfie.
aye.
Um, Style 0. He's literally a werewolf.
Can we wait? Can we
Oh,
give him like a -5 here?
oh, it
Because
convinced me.
I think he looks like utter dog shit, man. I I don't know if this is technically counted in style, but there's moments where he's fighting, it looks like claymation or something.
He really looks like a dude in a suit for a lot of it as well.
It looks awful.
Like this, weirdly, the CGI in the first movie somehow held up better to this dude in a suit.
It did. Yeah. Did the first movie have a bigger budget?
I don't know, but all right, fair enough. We'll give him -5. Seems about light.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, -5.
Aye. No, it just sucks though. He looks like shit.
Rage. Yeah, Rage is 100%. He's
Yeah, I
100,
think
right?
he's 100. Yeah.
Because he's nothing but rage. I mean, there's a moment where he's chill with William for a second, but
Oh, he's
that's
still
it.
scowling though.
Yeah. And fair reason. He seems to have every reason to be fucking angry.
That's
Now,
true.
fighting
That's true.
ability, yeah, fighting ability should be high, but it's not. He sucks. Like he eats a couple of the SAS guys, but they really ask him for it.
Yeah. No, wait. Can we pause for like 20 seconds? I'm getting up the last fight.
Yep. It's a bad fucking movie, dude.
Yeah, nah, it sucked. Alright, she's killing some fucking guys. Helicopters there. Mate, he gets his head ripped off by Michael.
And Michael is useless.
Yeah. No, the human guy got 30. He kills him. Or he got
Yeah,
22 or something, 23.
he got 23.
Right. So it's higher than 23.
Well, here's my argument. I think
Mm-hmm.
he should be like, theoretically, he should be an 80, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to say that having your head ripped off by the wet fucking fart that is Michael is such a slam on your fighting ability that you get knocked down to like 15.
Oh, it's harsh as fuck.
Am I incorrect? We can
No,
only do what
man. It's
we can only
fucking
do what the
Michael.
truth is. And Michael is useless. He dies like 3 fucking times in this movie.
And they keep bigging William up.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate force. I mean, just a
No,
ball
yeah.
of rage and violence. I will give him like
Yeah, no.
15. Do you know
Give him a
something?
15.
He gets 13. Unlucky. Incomprehensibility of motivation. I think technically 0. He wants to bite people. That's it.
Yeah. He wants to
Yep.
bite and scratch folk.
That's it. He wants to bite and scratch and eat things. I mean, technically it's a 0, and I think gullibility is the exact same because there's not enough there to be gullible.
Yeah.
So I think again, technically it's a 0.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a
I agree.
what a glass cannon this card is. If you get him, you better be going for rage because everything else sucks dick. Right, we'll head to Marcus.
Yep. Cool.
Uh-huh. Marcus, Sharkus, Tarkus, Fartus, Marcus, Muffkus. Yeah. He's real unpleasant looking.
Yeah, nah, he's not great. I know Batboy. Batman.
A bat bitch.
Bat bitch, there we go.
Bat bitch it is. uh, Style. Now he gets something for this.
Mm-hmm.
He gets like the smallest fucking fraction. But do you know why he gets something for this?
His wings?
No. It doesn't
His
count as
sort
style.
of skirt that he wears?
No, that's the skirt that he's like entombed with. It's the same one Victor has on when he gets resurrected.
Oh, so it is. Yeah, yeah. And why then?
Because when he is demolishing everybody on that freighter, he pauses before he goes in to see his dad and puts on a jacket. He puts on a leather jacket.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? And it's all
Yeah.
torn up and stuff, but he's still
For
got to
no
wear it.
fucking reason. For no
I-
reason.
Well, it looks like it could be wing holes.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like torn up.
Yeah,
He
it's
uses it as
too
wing holes
torn
later,
up.
but it's weird. But for no reason, he puts in a jacket. He doesn't button it up or anything. You can still see his tits. I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah.
He just puts on a bit of a jacket. What's the point? But he gets. I'm going to give him 1. No, I'm going to give him half. He
Half
gets.
a
He gets,
0.5.
he gets a 0.5 because he put on a jacket. It's a bad jacket. He doesn't even look good in it.
Nah, it doesn't.
Rage. He's incredibly angry. Now he's not as angry as William.
No, I do think
Very angry. We're up at 80s or 90s or something here.
I was thinking 90 just off the top of my head. Because even when he's chatting to Tanis, that's like,
Yeah,
or chatting to his dad, those are like the only 2 points where he's not actively angry, but he's just hiding the anger.
but there's no reason to kill Tanis. Just like there's no reason to kill the common boy. Tanis could be useful.
Yeah, he could just be like, bite your wrist, gives a drop your blood.
Yeah, he doesn't need to drink him dry.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that is kind of, he's angry there. I think it's like 90,
Yeah, I'm
if
giving him
not
90.
95.
No, he's getting 90. I'm not giving him 95.
Mm.
Fighting ability. Now, in theory, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
However, he loses to Selena at the end, who is apparently like she's the future, but she's not the future. She's still just a vampire.
She's the same.
She's exactly the same. She's the current.
Dude, I
Oh my
wonder
god, that's
if
Celine's nickname. The current. Write it down.
Dude, I wonder, right,
Yeah.
if there is, out of our, like, what, 5 people that might listen to this, if there is
Oh fuck
some
it.
guy
You're being
just
generous.
raging that we're not
Oh,
getting this.
oh, fuck you to whoever that guy is. Go fuck yourself. I've always hated you.
Oh, mate, come on, we can't actually piss off 20% of our audience just yet.
Sure I can. I'm too big to fail, bitch. I'm like the banks. Fuck you, dude. Your mum's a whore.
Mate, there is a guy, though, who'll be, like, explaining all this shit. But, wait, what are we even talking about, actually? I've
No,
sort
you
of
went off.
lost track here.
You've lost the will to live, and I don't blame you.
Yeah, I ate
We're
a really
halfway through
big
Marcus.
I ate a big pizza before this, so I'm feeling really tired, to be honest. But
That's all it takes at your age now. I had a big pizza. That's me for the day.
no, do you know when you eat a big, huge,
Dude,
like, meal
that
though?
happened to me 15 years ago. I haven't got any better. I go for a
It's-
nap after almost every dinner.
yeah.
It's Scotland. We eat a lot of carbohydrates.
Mhm. Hey, wait, what are we chatting about? Fighting ability
His fighting
on
ability should be
Marcus.
huge. He loses to
Yeah.
Celine, but I don't believe that he actually loses. I don't believe that he should lose to Celine. I'm going to say that he only loses to her because of the surprise of William being killed and he gets kicked into the helicopter blades.
Also, maybe the surprise of her breaking his wingtip.
Maybe.
Because he kind of screams a little bit. Also, he did lose a hand.
Yeah, he did, but he doesn't seem
I'd be
that bothered
freaking
about
out.
it. Also, I'm fairly certain he can just grow that fucker back.
You'd think. Well, if
Oh,
fucking Michael can just come back to life, and he's a
let,
hybrid.
yeah, let's give him like a 70, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to, but I feel that that's actually what he deserves.
Wait,
Incomprehensibility.
wait. Can we drop it a bit? Because I feel like, see at the start of the movie when they're on the truck,
Yeah.
and he's flying next to them and stuff. Dude, that
Yeah.
shitty little pistol does like a lot of damage to him. For being a
Here's
big
what I would.
scary vampire, it's just a little
Here's
pistol. Yeah.
Is it doing damage to him, or is it just surprising the shit out of him? Because he knows about guns for blood drinking, but he hasn't actually experienced it before. And
Oh, he's he's not been shot.
between the sound that is apparent, presumably incredibly loud in his gigantic bat ears, and like being hit when you're on the wing. Like he's been awake for about 25 minutes at this point.
All right, no, that's actually a fair point.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's not been up for long.
If I woke up in 100 years and got shot with a fucking laser
200
gun,
years.
200 years, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd freak out.
Yeah, he's never even known. He doesn't even know what a firearm is. The last firearm thing
I
he
must have
saw
seen a
was
musket or something.
I think maybe. Well, yeah, maybe muskets, but like cannons and shit. Like
Hmm.
he's not expecting her to rip out 400 rounds into his chest for 3 feet away.
That's true. That's it. That's a good point.
And he doesn't seem that does not put him down. It just means he doesn't fly there for a second. The thing that actually stops him is he gets smashed against the rock, and
Yeah,
it
it gets
fucks with his
last
wings.
crusaded.
Yeah, so he gets his wing gets fucked up, so he can't follow them. Otherwise, he would have just kept going.
Yeah, and he goes and heals up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He hangs upside down.
No, I think 70's good.
Okay.
Incomprehensibility of motivation, gigantic. Not the actual core motivation, freeing his brother, but every step along the way. I mean, we've said it ad nauseum, but no reason to kill the vampires, no reason to kill Tannis, no reason to kill his dad, no reason to need the keys. Just go and fucking rip it open. You're a super vampire. There's no reason. There's a skylight. Just fly in. There's no reason to kill any of these people. Like you could have worked with them. Fucking the other way that this movie goes, because it won't fix the movie. It just fixes the story. Because you can't make a movie once I've fixed it, which I'll explain. But if you just have a chat with Celine in that forest and go, right, if you kill Craven, fine. But you don't kill any of the rest of the vampires, you go, I'm going to find out what's fucking going on. You go and find Celine. You have a chat with her, you go, look, can I get a bite of your blood? I need to know what's going on here. She lets you bite him, which I think she would have done in order
Oh,
for
she
him
does
to.
it like a ton for fucking Michael.
Yeah, so in order to sort of clear the decks and like for him getting her out of trouble, she would have probably let him bite him. Right, I know what's going on. Right, I can go and get William. Like none of any of this needs to happen.
Hmm. And
But
also, at that point, see when he did kill all the vampires, surely you're default de facto leader here.
yes, you're definitely you're the last elder.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Why it's so stupid to kill them because they could be doing shit for you.
Yeah.
They were ready. They were ready to start following you when Amelia came and went to sleep. You were due. You're not out of turn or anything. This is your time. Everyone's prepping for the last 100 years for you to be up and about and doing shit.
Hmm.
So I think his incomprehensibility of motivation is again like it's not Corvinus 100, but it's like a 98.
Yeah. Okay.
Get 2 point off because your core motivation is clear. The rest of it is fucking insane. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree. I get you.
Gullibility, technically zero because you don't take anybody's word on anything. You just go and drink their blood and find out.
Yeah.
Doesn't believe a thing that anybody says to them. And why would you when you've got the fucking a perfect truth machine?
Yeah. No. Zero.
Zero. Right, we'll do Celine and we'll finish with
I
fucking
finish
Mike.
it with Michael.
Well, apparently you've got something to say about it and I want to hear it.
Oh no, it was the paint thing.
Oh yeah, get it.
No, I was so angry about the paint scene. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Who allowed this?
Anyway, Celine, who we're calling the current because that's great. She's definitely not the future. No, do you know that she's not even the current? She's a bit ago.
A bit ago, a wee while ago.
Aye, a wee while ago. Fucking useless. Pointless, man. But still dripping with style. Kate Beckinsale's still hot. Still looks good in latex. Wears it
Yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it loses a bit of the shine because we've seen it in the first movie and stuff. But I'm willing to give her like a fucking A 50
Do
out
you
of
know what we
60.
gave her in the first movie for style?
She got an 85.
Alright. So wait, what were you thinking this time? You
50,
said like
60.
60. You think it's that much lower?
The shine's off the apple. I mean, the shine's not off her ass. It's still very shiny, but the shine's off the apple a bit. Like I'm not. It's not cool. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is,
She looks good in it, but I'm not. I'm not
yeah.
swept over by it anymore.
Right, let's go 60 then. Because I
All
still
right.
think it's dope.
All
But
right. Fair enough.
I'm hoping, I don't know, in one of the movies, maybe the next one doesn't take place immediately after this one. So there's like, I
Well,
don't
the
know, a
next
bit
one
of.
takes place 800 years ago.
Oh, is that the prequel one?
Yes.
Is
And
she
then
in
the
it
next,
then?
I think she narrates. Honestly, I couldn't get through more than 5 minutes of it. It's been years since I've seen it.
Right.
Um, she's in. She's the main character of number 4, which I think is set slightly in the future, a few years down the line.
Okay.
And I haven't seen number 5. Rage. She's not angry. She's scared. She's cross. She's, she's a bit miffed occasionally, but she
She
seems to be
kind
more
of
frightened than anything.
she's kind of distraught when Michael dies, but
Yeah, she's
I wasn't
distraught, but that's
fucking
about it.
buying it, to be honest with you.
No. I would have been glad to be rid of that lump.
Yeah.
I want to give her like 20 for being cross and punching Russian guards and shit.
She kind of scowls every so often.
Yeah, but that's like a 20, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Fighting ability. Technically, I suppose she should win this, but I don't want to give her more than Marcus.
She kind of used the helicopter to her advantage.
Yeah, she absolutely did.
I think, like, what did Marcus get? 70?
70.
65?
I'll go with it. I'm just glad that I'm getting away with that. Technically, she should beat it, but I feel that if we watch this movie as a whole, she's constantly getting her ass handed to her by Marcus.
Mm.
When it's one-on-one and not one-on-one with a helicopter, Marcus wins.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally does it. The incomprehensibility of motivation. I don't think she has any motivation. I think she's just carried along by events.
Yeah,
If
I
she
don't
has,
really see what she's.
if she has a motivation per se, it's the keep alive and stay with Michael. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that's the entirety of her motivation, the rest of it just seems to be shit that's happening.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, so technically this should be maybe a 0, but she's so dumb about it, and I don't know why she goes to fight Marcus and William at the end. It's literally not her problem. Like, just fucking
Mm-hmm.
leave. I don't know why you're risking yourself for this. Maybe it's a suicide mission because Michael's dead. But you've known this pleb 3 fucking days.
Is she also doing it because she knows that if William gets out, there'll just be tons of werewolves?
But she doesn't give a fuck anymore. She doesn't care about werewolves anymore. They didn't kill her family.
That's true, yeah.
And I don't. She never gives a shit about humans.
Hmm. So wait, what do you think then for this?
Like 5. Like, yeah, like 5.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm just not 0. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Gullibility. I mean, we're still falling for Victor's shit. We're surprised by Carvinus being alive, and we don't know what we're doing. Like, I don't know if it's gullibility or stupidity or glakedness. It's fucking something. Do you know what I mean?
I think they've kind of fall into this one. Eh.
My gut says 40. I can't justify it.
Oh wait. Just to call back to the last one when Lucian keeps tricking folk by being dead.
Oh no, Mike. Oh yeah, Michael tricks her about 9 fucking
Michael,
times.
oh mate, she's distraught, man.
Oh yeah, is she 100 then?
Oh, she might be because you got tricked by Michael.
Oh, Yeah, you're a 100 because Michael fucking tricked you, and Michael is genuinely fucking useless. He's like
Oh
using a
man.
fucking tampon against diarrhea. It's no happening. It's not doing anything, man. He's fucking pointless. Right, we're on to Michael, and here's my pitch for his nickname.
Right.
Ugh.
Just
Just ugh.
That's the sound you make when Michael comes in the room.
Ugh. It's turd.
Ah.
Yeah, it's useless. What a fucking useless pleb. Scott Speedman, I've never seen you in anything else, and frankly, I'm glad. Style, he's topless like most of the movie. And if he's not, he's putting on like whatever old thrown out clothes are. Like this is negative.
Yeah, no, there's no style here.
There's an
Or
active lack of
even
style.
his monster looks like shit.
Just shit. Yeah, he's
The
getting like
first one's better because he's got a weird like fucking nose this time.
yeah, I want to give him like a -20.
Make it -25.
I like that you're digging into this prick as well. Do you know something? Style. Well, actually, we'll put that into gullibility. The idea that throwing paint cans was going to cover up a significant portion of the daylight. That comes under
Yeah,
gullibility, I think.
absolutely does. Oh wait! Did we just give Selena 100?
Oh fuck, we did.
We might
Right,
need to change that.
Celine is going down to. She believes Michael. Oh. Right, Celine's going down to 90 just so we can give this tuck the fucking 100. Rage. Is he angry at all this entire movie?
Mate,
The
he
monster
doesn't know
him
what the
is.
fuck's going on, man.
He's got no fucking clue. He can't be angry. He's so confused. Like he kills a couple of werewolves, and I guess he kills William, and he fights. But it doesn't seem like it's rage. It seems like it's just utter bafflement.
I
Oh,
losing my shit.
this guy's getting fucking 0 for rage. What a turd. Fighting ability. Technically, I think we've got to give him something for this.
Oh, I don't want.
Now, fortunately, William only ended up with a 13, so we can really hammer in on this turd. I'm going to say that those werewolves in the Under Tennessee thing were disabled.
Also, wait, the Russian soldiers, the police officers,
They
kind of
shoot the
give him
shit.
a
They would have
run
killed
for
him.
his money. Yeah, he's
If Celine
fucked
hadn't turned
up
up, he would have
after.
absolutely been killed.
Also, wait, see what else? He can't even eat a meal. It's
No,
like
he's
some
useless.
roast potatoes beat him in a fight, and they make him spew.
Oh, he fought potatoes and they mashed them up. Oh, fuck this dude. But he
Oh
does
no!
beat William.
Can we give him negative?
Oh. No, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him 2 scores. I'm going to give his monster
Mhm.
score 14, which is 1 higher than William. And I'm going to
Mhm.
give his human score negative. His human side negative infinity. I'm just going to put the infinity symbol. He is negative infinity at fighting.
Oh mate.
I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah, wait. There's
Incomprehensible.
another thing we got to talk about in the
Oh,
gullibility as
Jesus.
well.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's get over this one. Incomprehensibly motivation. I mean, I think he's another 100.
Well,
Because, well, is his motivation to pump Celine? In which case, motivation achieved.
I think we had this conversation last time, and I think we gave him 0 because I think that is his motivation. He just follows her about.
So what are you suggesting?
I think it's a 0.
I think you want to give him a 0 because you want this to be the worst card we've ever made.
I mean, there's kind of that too, but at the same time, I think his motivation is follow Celine. I don't think there's anything deeper
Alright,
than that going on.
fine. 0. Gullibility. It's fucking massive.
Oh,
Right.
mate.
The only thing he doesn't believe is Celine when she goes, "Don't eat human food; it might kill you." It's the only thing he doesn't believe in this entire movie,
Yeah.
and he does it, and it
He
nearly kills him.
immediately,
He is
he
so
immediately
fucking
goes to
useless,
like the nearest like.
and it
It's a
looks
weird pub
horrible
as
what he's doing.
well. Yeah,
It
it's
looks like it's cabbage
yellowy
sausage
pale
and
beige.
potatoes. Oh, it
Uh,
looks fucking hideous. Everyone looks boiled to an inch of his life.
mm-hmm. No, it's yeah. I like he doesn't. Is that like
He could have
the
like when
op? Is no, that's being gullible in the sense that she wasn't even tricking you and you fell for it.
no, that was the only time he wasn't gullible, but he was also stupid. So,
Yeah.
but the other thing is when the picture flashes up on the TV screen and the Russians go around him, he didn't go, no, 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 wrong dude, or duck his head, or like leave quietly. He goes, hey, fucking makes a scene so they chase after him with automatic weapons. He's a useless fucking pleb.
It's
The
like
TV tricked him into giving himself away. He's, he got tricked by a television. Not even like a new television. It's not. It wasn't 2.5 years of sustained Fox News fucking gaslighting you. This is like 10 seconds in an old CRTV in a shitty Russian pub.
Dude, the thing is though, it's like the guy clearly
Do you
has
think
never had
Marcus
like
tricked
a
him? Do you
what?
think
Did
Marcus
Marcus
tricked?
trick
Do you
him?
think he? Do you think he believed that Marcus had killed him? That's why he was still for a while. Like, do you think he just presumed that he died, and Marcus tricked him into thinking he was dead? Like, I wouldn't put it past this dude.
No, I wouldn't put it past though. I mean, he went for the possum tactic.
Then he tricked himself.
But he believed himself.
Oh, you fucking useless. He believed that stabbing your hand weirdly into paint cans and throwing them on a window was going to block it out. That's. I don't know
Oh
what makes you
no,
believe that, but that's gullible.
mate, it's the sheer fact he goes for the tarp first and then he slowly. Oh,
It
but
must take an
stand on the
age.
table,
It
bro.
must take a. You see him for about a solid minute, but
Oh, it's
also between the cuts, he's still doing it because every time you cut back to him, he's done it a load more times.
yeah,
So
the
he might
paint
have been there
cans
for
keep.
15 to 20
Mate,
minutes
there's
doing
like
this.
30 cans.
There wasn't a fucking roller. There's 400 paint cans, but there's no roller. Do you know what I mean?
It was. Oh
You could
no,
have
I was
set up a
actually
spray gun
raging at it.
and done a proper nice job in the time that it took him to do a shitty, slappy, throwing paint job.
You could have nipped to
Also,
fucking IKEA and bought curtains.
she's immediately tricked him because when he goes in there, he takes her into the container, and then he goes, "Oh, you're hurt." She goes, "It's fine," and he goes, "No, no, it's not." And he goes in and for some reason rips the entire thing off the wall. You could just,
Yeah,
you just
opened it.
like other people might want to use that, you dick. But he rips the entire thing off, takes it in, and she's healed up. She goes, "I told you it was fine." So even he's getting mentally duped by himself.
Yeah.
Oh, this boy is fucking useless. Oh my god. Right,
Is
he's
the
100.
gullibility unknown?
Oh. Right, her gullibility is going back up to 100 for believing
Yeah,
Michael, and his gullibility is unknown, which
yeah.
we haven't mentioned, but is technically a winner, a category
Beats
winner.
all. Mate, you can't calculate this guy's gullibility.
He's
It's
such a fucking
incalculable.
fool. Right, that's the end of the deck. So we're going to do Sharky fixes your movie.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how Sharky fixes this movie. Talk to each other. Stop killing each other. Talk to each other. And you don't need to make this movie. It's a 10-second long YouTube short. I just woke up and I think I'm half a vampire and half a werewolf. Fucking hell. Does anybody know who my brother is? Oh, I think Celine might know. She go and talk to her. Celine, do you know who my brother is? I don't know. I think there was something like hidden back in my memory. Can I get a drink of your blood? Well, you clear stuff with the coven for me so me and Michael don't have to be on the run anymore. Yes. Alright, you can have a drink of my blood. Right, that's where William is. Should I go and release William? Well, maybe, but the instant I release him, I'm going to bite him so that he's also a hybrid and he gets the vampire shit, and then he can change back. And then we're kind of all cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That's it. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
fucking
it. Yeah.
college humor YouTube video that takes 6 minutes. It's not a movie anymore, but I have fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a terrible fucking movie.
Communication is key. That's what this
Communication
whole
is key.
podcast is boiled down to.
Communication is key.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and that's the end of Sarky Fixes Your Movie. Did you enjoy it? It just got fucking fixed. And if you're that one guy who's going, you don't understand this movie, still, your mum's still a whore. Go fuck yourself.
Jesus.
A cheap whore as well.
It's mean.
That is. So, Dynamic. We're going to finish up. What you been watching? What you been doing? What you been thinking? What you been seeing? What you been smelling? You been tasting stuff?
I haven't really been watching much, to be
Great.
honest. I
Thanks
watched
for your
well,
contribution to this
except
podcast.
from.
Oh, okay.
Don't interrupt me, please. Thank you. I watched some of the Book of Boba Fett. Finished it.
Yeah?
Eh, it's, eh.
I
That's my
don't like
like.
him as Boba Fett.
Nah. Honestly, see the last episode. It felt like. It just felt like. It's John Favreau that made it, right, or wrote it, or
No idea.
anyway. It just feels like some guy's playing with his like Star Wars toys.
It does, but not in a cool way. Like, the best
Nah.
thing about Boba Fett is how much he does not give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he gets one line in one of the movies. Is it one of the movies? No, I suppose he
Yes,
gets, like, he's worth a lot to me.
Empire.
Aye, but I'm trying to think how many lines he gets. He gets, like, 2
That's a
lines.
few.
He gets, no disintegrations. Understood. And he gets, he's worth a lot to me alive. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
In the Empire. And it's dope as fuck. He does not give a shit. He just wants cash, money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's the whole incredible shebang. And this,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, he gives a shit about poor people and the workers and fuck off, mate.
Yeah, they've kind of tried to make him a hero, not even like an anti-hero.
But he's not a hero. He's just supposed to be a dirty, scummy shithead.
Yeah.
Do you know who he's supposed to be, genuinely? He's
Hmm.
supposed to be like Blondie from The Good, the Bad and the Ugly.
Mm.
Clint Eastwood's character. He's not a good
Yeah.
guy. Like, he's out to get fucking cash. And he won't fuck you over if you're not directly on his road. But if you're directly on his road, he'll fucking kill you.
Mm-hmm.
He does not give a fuck. Whereas this Boba Fett, like, why are we saving people and recruiting people? And like, the mods are fucking stupid. We've got mods and rockers.
I hated the mods. The bikes are on look like absolute shit.
They look like fucking Vespas, space
Yeah.
Vespas.
No, I just
Also,
didn't
you've
like
modded
it.
yourself, but your mods suck.
I think I enjoyed watching it. I watched it with my roommate, but it was
I
more
enjoyed watching the
fun.
Mandalorian episodes.
They were the good ones,
Yeah.
to be
And I
honest.
love
But
that Grogu came back.
Grogu was
Like, the
That's
best
one thing I'll
part of that.
say. The show sucked, but the whole Grogu stuff and Mando stuff is kind of great.
Yeah, and especially like the last bit you see them, which is him just tapping the fucking glass. No.
Yeah. No, it
No.
says something about your show though when it's Boba Fett's show, but for like what 2.5 whole episodes,
Yeah, he's
he's
not
just
in it.
fucking out of it. Like, and it's because his stuff was the worst stuff, innit?
Why does Twi'leks look human now?
What?
Like, the Twi'leks, the mayor's assistant, and the woman that owns the cantina,
Oh yeah. Why do
they
they look
just look like
human?
humans within it. Whereas if you remember, what was Jabba's major domo called? Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh,
Bib Fortuna.
Bib Fortuna, thank you. That's a real knock to my Star Wars cred. Like, he looked animalistic, he had sharpened teeth and stuff. And I know you
Yeah,
could say the green Twi'lek dancer that gets thrown to the Rancor looks pretty human. But fair
she
enough, make the
does.
women look human. But the dudes look like sharks with fucking... Like, the mayor's major domo was a fucking arsehole. He needed a
Mhm.
lot of that series.
Yeah, he is in a lot of it, isn't he?
Rancor v Droid, though, was pretty dope.
Well, see, the issue I had with the droids, they kinda sucked.
Yeah, they're very slow.
Like, they
They're
can't even kill Mando, who's, like, fucking right in front of them and
they
running.
yeah, and they're spending about 20. What is the point of blasters? They don't go through walls.
Oh, mate, that's another thing. The sand walls of fucking Mos Espa are
Ridiculous.
invincible.
Absolutely. Maybe that's why Anakin doesn't like sand. Lightsabers can't cut through it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's why. He's powered down on a on a sand planet.
It's, ugh. I think I
Disappointing.
enjoyed just watching it and taking the piss out of it as I was watching it. That's where the enjoyment came from,
Yeah.
you know? I thought the Wookiee was kinda cool.
Yeah. Although I wish they'd used Black Star, something like that. Black Carstar,
Who's
who is
that?
and he's in all the comics and a couple of the books. He's a Wookiee bounty hunter.
Ah, I see.
Um, and he's just dope. Like that was fine having a Wookiee gladiator. That was fine. Like his electric knuckle dusters are dope as fuck.
Yeah, they were pretty cool, yeah.
Um,
I don't know, everything it felt so small as well, though.
yeah,
Like, a lot of the fights are literally, like, 5 guys on 5 guys.
but it was also like that's the syndicate that's taken over the entire world. It's like 40 dudes.
Yeah. Mhm. I thought Cad Bane was okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
It's
Dies pretty
fine.
like pretty
Yeah, he
fucking
died
easy.
very, very quickly. Um,
Do you know what
but y mm,
sorry, just while you've been looking the I've been looking at something today. So what I've been
yeah,
looking at.
let's see.
I
Wait.
don't know why it just does it for me. It's the Michelangelo turtle meme. Cowabunga is. Just I've seen a couple of things that popped up on Reddit, and I've been laughing my whole off the entire night. Cowabunga.
School, it's pajama day. The kid who sleeps naked, cowabunga is. Dude.
It just does it for me. Oh,
I've not seen that.
oh, it's been out for a couple of years, but it just popped up the day and really cheered me up. It used to be super grim, but I just love the way the cowabunga is. Bottom line. Anyway, it's not important. It's not anything to do with this. And not even to do with your fucking Boba Fett thing. I just was thinking
No, I
about it.
like it.
Have you been seeing anything else?
Um, no, I don't think so. I've just been reading The Witcher, and that's about it.
Nice. Here's what I've been doing.
Mhm.
I watched How I Met Your Father, which is the new How I Met Your Mother
What the
sequel.
fuck?
Kim Cattrall is now the old Ted. But you know how you used to watch the kids and you never saw old Ted? Well, now you're looking at her and you never see the kids. And it's how she met your father. And it's some white bitch that you would probably recognise as the Ted role.
Wait, wait,
And
wait. What are you talking about? Sorry. You're
TV show is called How I Met Your Father, and it's a sort of reboot slash sequel to How I Met Your Mother.
yeah, but who's Catrell or whatever?
She's Samantha from Sex and the City, Kim Cattrall.
Alright, wait, so she's the main character?
Well, no, she's the Ted. You know how in How I Met Your Mother, old Ted is telling his kids something,
Oh,
but you never
yes.
see the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
kids. You never
Mhm,
see old Ted. You just see the kids. Well, in this
mhm.
one, you never see the kids. You just see old Ted, and she's old Ted. She's
Okay,
telling the
right.
story of how
And then
she
it
met.
flashes back to
Yes, the exact
Hilary
same way that it
Duff.
does How You Met Your Mother. Yeah, Hilary
Yes,
Duff. That's
okay.
correct. And I don't like her, and I don't like the people she's with, and I don't think it's very good. I've only seen the first episode, 2 episodes. I don't like it.
Hmm,
But I did watch some of the old How I Met Your Mother, and I
mhm.
have to say this does not hold up. It's very dated.
I never got into it particularly.
I was quite into it when it was coming out because I was at the right age for it, you know.
Mhm. No,
But
yeah, I had a bunch of mates that watched it, I just never did. I watched the finale when it
yeah,
came out,
Last
but I
season's
didn't
not
have any
great.
interest going back and watching it.
It doesn't hold up. If you've never seen it, there's like probably funny moments. But Barney Stinson is, by modern standards, I would say a date rapist
Mm,
because he gets women incredibly drunk and then takes advantage of them.
mm.
So I think by modern standards, he would be a date rapist.
Is there
Ted
like
is
a
a,
Barney equivalent in this?
I'm not sure. Ted is like a sad sack, except he bangs like 100 really hot women throughout that show.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a sad sack who can never find love, except he's constantly banging hotties. Lily is a fucking bitch. Lily is one of the people I hate most on this fucking planet.
Explain?
She's a super cunt.
Oh my.
She she breaks people up if she doesn't like them. She forces her wants and needs into every situation. She fucks off to San Francisco and leaves Marshall in the lurch, and then when she's bored and it doesn't work out for her, she comes back and just expects him to immediately snap back and take her.
Mm.
Like,
She's not a nice person.
she's a fucking cunt, man. She's a real cunt. Marshall's lovely. I'd love to be Mason Marshall. We both have a deep passion for board games. I think we get along. Fucking love board games. I bought a couple more board games.
What?
I bought Train Dominoes, which I don't know what they are, but it says Mexican Train Dominoes. It's like a
It
kind of
sounds
domino.
kind of awesome.
It's a kind of dominoes, but instead of having double sixes, you get up to double 12s.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at it on images and there's little trains as well.
Yeah, there's little trains with it. I don't know how it works. I haven't played it yet, but I got that. I bought a Netrunner,
Netrunner?
which is from the same people who make Magic the Gathering, which I'm also super into. But it's a different kind of game. It's similar but different. Like, I can't explain it to you. I'm hoping the next time that you're over to the house, we can sit down and really dig through it because it looks fun as fuck.
Have you
But it's
played it yet?
no, it's out of print and they don't make it anymore. But you're able to still get it on eBay. So I've bought the core beginner set, and
Mm-hmm.
if we like it, we can keep adding to it. It
Get
looks
into it, yeah.
looks real fucking good. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm looking at it
And
now. Is it like there's a set amount of like you buy the game and you just get those cards, but it all works together?
yes, but you can mix and match cards, and you can buy booster packs, but they're not like Magic booster packs, which are like random, 6 cards in a pack. They're booster packs in that you get like the next set of 60.
All right, so it's like more like expansions. Like you
Kind
know
of,
what
yeah.
you're getting.
Yes.
Okay.
Um, and there's like 12 expansions, and they're kind of pricey. But the actual basic bog standard beginner set I got for like a tenner.
Okay.
And I'm
No,
super
definitely.
into
I'll
it.
play that next time I'm round.
Yeah, I'm super into it. Um, I got
Wait, have
another
you
kind of
played it yet?
Scrabble that looks real
Sorry.
shit. No, I have not.
Okay.
I got another kind of Scrabble that looks real shit. I'm kind of annoyed about, but never mind. It was more expensive in the charity shop that I bought it than it was in Argos. £3.50 in Argos, £4 out the charity shop. Kind of
Oh,
annoyed. Uh, I've got Giant Uno, which is just Uno, but the cards are like birthday card size.
that's cool.
Well, I only want to do like a slap down a giant +4. Go fuck yourself. Do you know what I mean? I just thought that would be fun. And fuck me, I think I'm up to like over 100 board games now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to be honest.
I'm gonna have to start giving some away or putting them in charity shops. I already gave away like 50 a year ago, and
Yeah, you could like I don't know, get rid of ones that like are a bit shitty or whatever.
here's the problem, and it's the problem behind this podcast as well. I love the shit. Like
Mm.
Tomb Raider, the board game, was terrible. I'm still gonna play it again. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm still going to play that shit again. What was the other one that I just saw? House of Anubis, the board game based on the Nickelodeon TV show.
You said
I'm
that was great. I've still not played it.
It was terrible up until it took a turn, and then it was fantastic. And I'm even if it's shite, I'm going to play that shit again. I'm going to play all this shit again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a glutton for punishment. I ain't been watching fuck all. I've been watching How I Met Your Mother. Don't hold up. I wanted to watch some 30 Rock, but I'd watched some recently, and too soon. Too soon to go
CBA.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, that's it. Thank you for joining us. This was poor shit, but I'm glad I got to vent about it. It'll be Crocodile Dundee next time if I have to kill Dynamic. Because if you think what I had to say at the start of this one was a lot and weird, I ain't from fucking nothing yet. You ain't
Jesus
seen nothing
Christ.
yet. I fucking love that movie.
Well, see, this movie did suck. But the most enjoyable thing that I think will be about these Underworld movies is just ragging on Michael.
He's not anymore.
Ah, shut up, man. No.
He's not in the next one. And I can't remember if he's in the fourth one. I don't know if I've ever seen the fourth one all the way through.
Ah, no. I don't think Michael is in it.
I think he is.
Oh, is that Craven I see though?
Well, he's in the next one because it's 800 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think Michael's in it. How shitty.
Is that just taking the wind out of yourselves?
Kinda, yeah, to be honest.
Well, it'll probably be Crocodile Dundee next time. It
Oh
might be
yeah, no.
Underworld after that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean, you
apart from
get
that,
back to Fast and Furious as well at some point.
yeah, I'm absolutely up for that because they get good now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what was
Five's
the last one we
great.
watched? Was it 4?
4. I'm super up for Fast and the Furious because 5 is great.
Mm-hmm.
It makes not a lick of fucking sense, but it's real fun.
Aye, that's kind of what you want though.
That's the best part about Fast 5 onwards. They stopped giving a shit. That's the best part of it. What? How did Vin get from here to there? Oh, just
Who
have him run
cares?
through a couple of concrete walls. That'll do. All right. Right. Thanks for joining me, Dynamic, and we'll see you all next week.
Yep,
Catch.
catch.